Welcome to Friendly Math 101. Today's lesson is over, solving two-step inequalities. Remember, an inequality has an inequality symbol, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to, instead of an equal sign. The only difference in solving two-step equations and solving two-step inequalities is the inequality symbol. And remember, if you multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to flip the symbol. So let's start on our first example here. Again, we always want to start by undoing PEMDAS. Here we have addition and multiplication. So when we undo PEMDAS, the first thing to undo is the addition. Since we're adding 1, I'm going to do the inverse operation and subtract 1 from both sides. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other, which is why I subtracted 1 from both sides. Here, our 1's are going to zero out. What I have left on the left-hand side is 2x. Since I did not multiply or divide by a negative number, I just bring down that same inequality symbol, greater than or equal to. Make sure you bring down this symbol and not an equal sign. Then we're going to do 10 minus 1, which gives us 9. The next step is to undo the multiplication by division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. This is going to 1 out by the x here. So we have x or 1x. Bring down the inequality symbol. Again, we did not multiply or divide by a negative number, so it's going to stay greater than or equal to. And then 9 halves is going to stay 9 halves. And that's our answer. X is greater than or equal to 9 over 2. Our next example, again, we want to undo PEMDAS. So first, you're going to undo whatever's not attached to the x, in this case, the 4. The opposite of a 4 would be a negative 4, so I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. The 4's are going to zero out and bring down whatever's left on the left-hand side. I have a negative 3x here. Don't forget that negative sign goes with the 3. Bring down my less than sign. Since I did not multiply or divide by a negative, it stays the same. And subtract 13 minus 4 is 9. From there, I want to undo the multiplication by division. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3. My negative 3's are going to 1 out, so I have x. Now, since I did divide by a negative number, I flip my inequality symbol. It now becomes greater than. And then 9 divided by negative 3 is negative 3. So my answer is x is greater than negative 3. In my last example, I have both division and subtraction. So the first thing to undo is the subtraction. I'm going to do the inverse, which is addition. Add 8 to both sides. My 8's are going to zero out. So on the left-hand side, I have x divided by 2. Bring down my inequality symbol, less than or equal to, since I did not divide by a negative number or multiply. And add 8 plus 3 is 11. After this, we want to undo the division through multiplication. So multiply both sides by 2. My 2's are going to 1 out. So I get my 1x. My symbol, less than or equal to, stays the same since I did not multiply by a negative number. And then we multiply 11 times 2 is 22. So our answer here is x is less than or equal to 22. Thank you for watching, and for more math tutorials, please subscribe to our channel, Friendly Math 101.